I just finished off a full box. Them Greek style yogurt cranberries you get over at the store. Man, got a lot of sugar on them things. Some wico-ek-magnetos I was working on here this evening. The workbench today. It's them EKs again. Put a new condenser in there. Some points. Replace them wires right there. Both sides. A little solder work. I will put them on a magnet charger over there. Charge them magnets up. Just kind of, what I've been doing today. Some wico-ek-magneto stuff. Now let's get them on that magnet charger. And we might look at the spark before we do. From here in Middle Tennessee, I done cut the lid off that storage box. I made a wall hanging out of it. Leave a comment. From here in Middle Tennessee, Shop Dog Sam. Two stove bolts and two lock washers right there. Holds that plate on right there. And you can line these up. Once you get all this stuff put together, there's a hash mark right there on the side of that plate, and there's a hash mark on this side of this plate right here. And when you get everything lined up and turned around there in the right position, all of that'll point into a line up there to your magneto. So we'll get around to that. But we got movement on our fuel pump. That's the way it'll work once it's turning. So we're good to go there. Oh yeah. And right down there at the bottom of the center of the picture, that plug down there, that's one of them high intensity plugs. It ain't got no threads on it. It's for testing purposes. It has an electrode gap of 1/4 of an inch right there. It's a good test plug. The EK that we're going to spark right there is that's a holdover from days gone by. That's Bill Apollos right there. That coil in that EK, made by Wico. Bill Apollos, I think it's Magneto Sales or something like that, offered them for sale some years back, and I purchased several of them, and I like them quite well. It's a single coil replacement for EK. Works good, no problems whatsoever, as attested by the spark down there. And on this magneto right here, you can observe up at the top of the picture in the center is a row of magnets. I am come from over at Tractor Supply, off the shelf item, the plastic bubble wrap thing. About 4 magnets in a pack, something like that. Just stacked them up in there. Article in Gas Engine magazine some years back. That was question and answer. It does work quite well. I just put them in there as a novelty, I guess. Now let's look at that spark right down there at the bottom of the picture. It's never failed spark that I've been able to observe. I'm just saying. from here in Middle Tennessee, the geographical center of something. Sharp dogs. It'd be good enough for me, I think. Single coil up yonder. That plunger shaft right there stuck fast down inside that there fuel pump housing. Appears to be in good condition otherwise. Got some of that PB blaster down in there, small puddle. And as you can see, I had at it beforehand with the grinder, a couple of flats on each side with a adjustable wrench. It didn't work, stuck fast. So I'm gonna put a stack of washers right there, 7/16 nut. I'm going to try to pull that shaft up out of there. Let's get that done. Well, this piece goes up on here. There's a lock nut right here, and this piece right here screws in that piece right there. Good ways in there. It's the eccentric for wico-ek-magneto. And that thing goes up at the top. And you can have one of them other kind of fuel pumps on a 1.5 horsepower. It's got that little roller down here. But that's the way that sets up. And then on this right here, you get a heavy spring, and you get a washer, a spacer, and I think from the factory they were some kind of hard metal steel. And then this right here goes on here like this right here, and then you get another washer. And you get a little weak spring, and then you get this thing right here. And you screw all this together. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, there it is. That was an operator problem, I think. It was. But you screw all this together till you see that, I'll show it to you. You see that hole in there, where you can put a cotter in it? Like right in there, you can get a little cotter in there. But this goes, and this thing right here, I'll show it to you. You get a spring. That's that little plunger deal. I done rounded it off a little bit there so it won't catch too hard in that hole right there. That goes up in there like that right there. And I'm going to put some oil on that. Oh yeah, this is not the place to be using no grease when you're putting this together. If it has an oil hole in there, you don't want to use no grease on that. Because that grease will gum everything up in there and you won't ever get no oil in it. But a little bit on this thing right here on the get-go. Okay. And then some goes on the outside. And this thing right here is made like that's an eccentric right there. It moves. When you... Yeah, I'll tell you something. And I've got a little oil on that right there. You know, like that. And all this mechanism right here fits up on this thing right here like this. Like that. On this part right up here, you get one of these things, and one of these things. Well, there's extra spring. But this thing, you push this in like this right here, and then you put this little washer up here that's got a little thing sticking out on it. It comes over and fits in that little hole right down there to position it where it's going to be at for a long time. And then you put that spring up on there like that, and then you put this little thing right here up here. Yeah. And then you have to push that in and put a cotter in there. It's this one right here. Okay, that's got that positioned on there. And this moves right here. And when this thing right here is running, you want that to be down there where it says run on the back side of that. See, it says start right there. And right down there it says run. Okay, you put up here when you crank that engine right there, it starts real easy. And then you put down here like this right here when the engine's running, and it moves the timing on that EK right there. If you run your engine under power up here in this start position, it'll boil all the water out of it and the engine will get real hot. Something to do with the timing. Just look it up. But that's all that is right there. And in that part right there, be sure to put a cotter in there. Well, we'll have to turn it some more. And we'll have to fit that and the way you adjust this right here is you turn that right there, and then you lock this back here like that right there, and you adjust it. We'll do that when we put all this together to get the magneto on there. Then we'll make the adjustment here, but that's where you do it at right there. And you adjust your mag in the run position. Oh, yeah. And we'll drag them EK-magnetos over here. Set them upside down on that magnet charger right there. Put them 12 volts to it. I don't think they need it. But, you know, might as well just go ahead and zap them up a little bit. Have them here in Middle Tennessee. The geographical center of something. Shop Dog Sam. Hey, y'all leave a comment down there.